Okay, I thought of something when I put this in, just to show you as an example. So people will get a tooth off and get frustrated and all kinds of stuff. And I want to show you what that looks like. So when I took this out, I had my marks all lined up. I was hanging off of this side of the white mark. I'd pulled this distributor a while ago, and these marks were for that. So I just used them to go general off of, and then I'm going to throw a timing light on it later. You'll always want to, you know, check your timing periodically, and if you do stuff like this, it's a good idea to check your timing, just to make sure that you know, parts wear and stuff like that. Make sure that you're staying, you know, your tune is staying correct. But I want to show you what it looks like if you're off a tooth. Now, one thing you'll find too, also, let me add to something else to that, is people will fight this thing like crazy. It should lift out fairly easy and go back in pretty easy, unless there's crud right down there on the seal. But if it's not going down in, like I showed you with that rod to turn the oil pump, if you look down in there, take a note of how the rod is clocked, where the flat sides are, because it's a, you know, it's a hexagonal, it's six-sided. Take a note where they are. When I pulled this distributor out, there's a flat side towards the front of the engine and a flat side towards the back of the engine. So when you get done spinning your oil pump up, you just take this, put it down in there. You can spin it by hand and just keep going until that shaft is clocked the way it was when you looked at it before you started drilling on, before you put the shaft and spun it with the drill. Because the way it comes out is the way it has to go back. If that shaft is off a little bit, part of a turn, eighth of a turn, or anything like that, you're going to go like this, and it's going clunk, 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 and it's not going to go back in. So you've got to align that oil pump back, that shaft, in the direction that it was. Chevys, it's really important because they have just a slot. So you got to be right on. It's like a screwdriver slot. But anyway, I want to show you what this looks like. So let's say we're off a tooth. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay. We're going to find us a tooth here. Okay, now we're off a tooth. Okay, that's one tooth off, so you're about that much distance. Take note of that. If you get it clocked wrong when you're going back together, and your marks aren't lining up, see, it should be over here at the white mark. It's not. We're all the way seated. That's what the difference of one tooth off looks like. And depending on your housing here, you might not be able to get that rotation out of it, depending on what you're hitting against. See, things like that. If we were already right there at, say, 5 degrees before top dead center, well, you ain't gonna get any more, or vice versa. I don't know. I'll have to, might be wrong. I got to think about it. But anyway, the point is that you got to make sure that this thing can turn and you can get the adjustment out of it. But that's how much one tooth off can make you. So like I said, we're here and I should be over here. So what I do is I back it up, move it about one tooth, and you're going to start here and it'll rotate into it. So when it's fully seated, it'll be wherever that mark is. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And when you go to pull this and when you go to put it back in, it'll make it a lot easier.